Pronounced, defined, used in lexical dispatch. Ensconce. Verb. Ensconced. Ensconcing. To settle, to establish, to install, to entrench. Rationalize. Verb. Rationalizable. Rationalization. Rationalizer. To invent an explanation for something so that it does not seem as bad. To explain or interpret on rational grounds. To eliminate or remove undesirable or superfluous elements. To apply evidence-based management practices. To free from irrational parts. After a long day, she ensconced herself in her favorite armchair with a good book. That cat was comfortably ensconced on the windowsill, basking in the sunlight. He found himself ensconced in a cozy corner of the cafe, sipping his coffee contentedly. The children were securely ensconced in their beds, ready for their bedtime story. The secret documents were safely ensconced in a locked drawer in his office. The spy remained ensconced in his hideout, waiting for the right moment to act. The politician had become ensconced in a web of lies and deceit. The rare artifact was ensconced behind bulletproof glass in the museum. He found himself ensconced in a heated debate about climate change. The judge sat ensconced behind a bench, presiding over the trial. He tried to rationalize his poor performance by blaming it on lack of sleep. The company attempted to rationalize the layoffs as necessary for long-term growth. It's easy to rationalize bad habits when you're not ready to change. He rationalized his unhealthy diet by claiming he didn't have time to cook proper meals. The factory owner decided to rationalize production by automating certain processes. The school board worked to rationalize the curriculum, removing outdated or redundant subjects. Rationalizing past mistakes can prevent us from learning important lessons and growing as individuals. In game theory, a player's strategy is considered rationalizable if it is optimal given their beliefs about other players' actions. His rationalization for breaking the rules was that it was for the greater good. She was known as a rationalizer, often justifying her questionable decisions with elaborate explanations.